Now a man who picked the wrong week to start his Chrissy Teigen fan club. It's Roger the Wild Show.
Let's get this party started!
Oh my God!
On the air everywhere.
It's the Roger the Wild Show Show!
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to follow up with that one. What's up? It is Roger the Wild Child. We are live in full effect. Another great week. I got Deborah Driggs, Jimmy Knight, and we have an exciting show ahead of you. Here we go.
I love when I get caught off guard. That was brilliant.
I was sitting on that one all day.
You did it so brilliantly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, is right. Oh my gosh.
And I was going to Target today to get, to get the Chrissy Teigen stuff, and they said it was off the shelf already. Oh my gosh. Imagine that.
Seriously. Oh my God. Okay. Well.
Deborah's face is priceless. I was just saying it. I'm trying to look, and all of a sudden I see her just crack up. I'm like, all right, so it worked. It worked.
Totally got me. You got me.
That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to talk about the situation. So that was all I was going to say about
No, we don't need to.
No,
right?
No.
My face said it all. I was like, okay, this is good.
Roger's got to be crapping his pants every Sunday because he has no idea what I'm going to say.
No, because he doesn't tell me what the opening line's going to be when we go into the open.
No, sometimes I don't even know, like, when we go into the open.
I don't ever want to know because that was so brilliant. I was like, oh my God.
But next time, you just got to lower your mic because you talked over the singer. Or you laughed over the singer.
That was okay.
That's even funnier.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because she's just like busted up laughing over that one.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, I figured out what I was going to say at that point. And then when you said that, I'm like, okay, thanks, Jim.
Oh, my God.
Oh, guys, welcome to another edition. We are here. We got a great show lined up today. We have an actress. Yeah. We have actress also. She's a podcast host. And she is the scream queen in a lot of horror films. Her name is Sadie Katz. And also
she's
YouTube.
She's overmodulated.
Overmodulated. We were testing her mic before the show, and I kept telling her, you're overmodulated.
I said, I want to be overmodulated. Is there sugar in it? Oh my God.
And then also we got YouTube sensation. He's an amateur weatherman. He's got over 256,000 subscribers on YouTube. His name is Frankie MacDonald, and he will be joining us later on in the show.
He's funny. Okay, seriously, you guys. I sent Roger a private message. I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this guy. We have to cut him.
Yeah, he knows. Look, I'll tell you this much. If you want to know
we'll let our audience
something,
decide. I want some feedback from the audience tonight. What they think. No, he's funny. He's
he really
in his own world.
Yes, and so, but he's a YouTube sensation. He's got a lot of followers, and he decided he wanted to come and talk to us on our show today. So we're definitely going to bring him on.
Yeah, he was on Tosh.0, so I want to talk to him a little bit about his experience with Tosh.0 when that was still a thing.
Mm.
So
what's Tosh.0?
Oh, Roger doesn't watch TV. Tosh.0 is a Daniel Tosh is a comedian, and he
never. Okay,
I don't know either. So this is a new.
So I'm the only loser that watches a lot of TV. I got that. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
So this week we have lost Star in Hollywood. Star is sick, and Hollywood's got another engagement, but they'll be back next week. You might want
to reverse that. Hollywood Star.
There you go. I like that.
There you go. Star. It's kind of like Bennifer, right? We just call him Hollywood Star.
Hollywood Star. Hollywood Star cannot be with us tonight. It's like a porn name.
Right?
They're overmodulated.
Right?
In her first role, it's Hollywood Star.
Oh,
they're twins.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God, I can't even breathe now.
Oh my gosh, we have too much fun on this show.
All right.
All right, so our first guest is let's bring her on here, and she is an actress. She also is a writer. She's a producer. She is a podcast host. And I swiped right on Tinder on her profile. Please welcome. She's got to unmute her mic anyways. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Please welcome Sadie Katz.
Sadie.
Woohoo!
Now you're in for it. Can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
good?
we can hear you.
Yes. Hi, thank you for having me.
Sadie, you're in the house.
What's
Yes,
up?
you are.
This is definitely a party house. I feel like we're in a 90s party chat room. You want to get Roger the Wild
We
Child
are.
show?
Oh my God.
Here we need to be like, in pink and like the power suits. I kind of have that going on my shoulder pads. Deborah and I basically have the same outfit on. We both have blazers and pink sweats. Is that basic bitch wearing?
How does that happen?
We're basic.
Isn't the
We were like telepathically like.
this
focused.
whole era of doing Zooms and podcasts and all this stuff are great.
I love
because
it.
Everybody looks good from up here, and then at the bottom they're like,
I love it. I've never shopped for more sweats in my life. And I have them in every color, every type of material, every style.
I say this, and people like always cringe when I say it, but I haven't worn pants. I wear shorts, but I haven't worn a pair of pants since last year, March 2020.
Yeah. Why?
It's shorts every day. Like, why am I going to wear a pair of jeans? Nope, shorts.
I'd like to see your shorts. I bet you're in boxers right now.
No.
I have 20 bucks on the table.
I'm just wearing my Speedos. That's all. I got a shirt and Speedos on. That's it.
That's it. That would make me the wild child.
Right, exactly. So Sadie, you've got a lot of roles that you've had over the years. I know that you're working on some new projects coming up here. You also just launched your own podcast. One thing I want to start off with is before we even get started, you are a producer, and you produced your own little, it's called the Bill Murray Experience. So before we even get started, I want to kind of have you lead up before we play the trailer of your little production here, and then we could talk more about it, and then we'll go into the rest of the day in the life of Sadie Katz.
Okay. First of all, Roger the Wild Child, when you refer to it as little, I think
thank you.
You are right.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
were
not
right.
little. Thank you.
No.
I'm gonna come over there and bite you on the neck. You naughty fucking boy.
Your
So
little
tell me-
clip. I love that. We're going to show your little clip.
Yeah. Tell me
this
what
is
this little thing you've been working on.
This is why I drink.
Well, I'm not playing the hour and a half thing. I'm just playing a little portion of it, which is the trailer. So that's what I meant.
I know. So when you said about Chrissy Teigen getting her kitchen line, I'm like, what is it? Chrissy Teigen is off the shelves for her. You said this earlier.
Yeah.
For her kitchen line. And I'm like, thank fucking God, because she's the worst. So I'm not very PC, but so I'm just fucking with you. Keeping you on your toes. You haven't seen the doc. I'm pretty crazy in it. It basically was like a bunch of friends and I were sitting around. I was going through a breakup. I was getting really stoned, and I was like, I know what I want to do. I want to make a doc about me having a magical experience with Bill Murray. Because I thought if I saw Bill Murray, he would give me some answers to my questions. And then, like, when you say that stuff and you're stoned, normally you wake up the next day and you go, I don't even remember. I woke up the next day and was like, I need $10,000 now. And then I went to pitch it to like a lot of like my friends who are producers, and everyone's like, yeah. So I go, okay, I need $25,000 right now. I get to increase the budget. No, I didn't know what I was doing. And then that's kind of the story of the doc. It's like, I didn't know what I was doing. And then I figured it out and had a lot of fun and hopefully good lighting.
It looks fun. I'm going to watch it after actually this podcast. I'm going to watch it tonight because it looks
Bill
fun.
Murray is my absolute favorite person in the world. Like, I just want to meet him and hug him and go, oh my God, he just makes me smile.
And
He's
for
amazing.
Jim and I, Bill Murray is a Cubs fan. And since Jim and I love the Cubs.
Bill's like family to me.
Yeah.
Well, this is the reaction people have. And actually I think in the trailer, I say, when I see Bill, my dog, I'll let it speak for you. Just tell me shut the fuck up.
All right, let's go ahead and roll this video real quick, and then we can talk about the project.
Little project.
Bill Murray's career path is unlike any other actor of his generation. It has taken him from the revolutionary comedy of Saturday Night Live to the sadness of Lost in Translation.
So what the heck is a Bill Murray experience? Well, I don't know. It takes on a different form every time.
I had a simple quest to have a Bill Murray experience. I'm starting to wonder what kind of a good idea this is.
Bill or bust?
I think it's another harebrained idea from Sadie.
I am drinking too much and partying too much, and I'm under the Bill Murray fever like you've never seen before. This should be easy to drive with, right? I want to feel all to myself.
Bill would call me regularly every morning at 3 a.m. and say, please come to my room.
It's like I'm going to prom and I forgot to buy a prom dress. I lost my friends. I lost my boyfriend. I lost my home.
Trying to get a Bill Murray experience is a Bill Murray experience.
Give me Bill Murray.
Someday I'll find you again.
That just looks fun.
I'm just kidding. I'm not them.
That just looks fun. It just looks like
Oh
you
my
had
God,
a
I
blast
love
doing this.
I love it. There was another movie that came out that was like that where they showed Bill Murray showing up in all these random places, right? Like he would just show up at somebody's party. And they were like, is that Bill Murray?
You're muted, Sadie.
Yeah, you're muted again.
She said, oh shit, for those you guys that
Oh, I
don't
thought
know.
I was. I got worried. Thought I was modulated.
No, you're still muted. There you go.
You were undermodulated that time.
Yes. You know what? That movie that was made, it's called The Bill Murray Stories. And I pitched them my movie at AFM. And I know people say this, but I definitely see what I'm doing here. This is who I am. I pitched them the movie, and they were like, "Yeah, we're already doing a Santa Claus doc," because I was I was either going to do that or the other at AFM. And then after the film came out, if you see them both, their film has a bunch more money, but it's exactly the same thing. And I even went out to lunch with them, and I was like, "We have all the same people in our doc," and I was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And
I say that every day. So,
oh my God.
First thing I say most mornings.
And I was crying, by the way. This was when I worked like a girl, and now I'm like, fuck that. But I was sitting at the coffee store, and he said, yeah, I heard the idea and we just decided to do it. It's Hollywood. And I was crying in front of him. And I said, well, if we have the same idea and you have more money, why don't we work on something? And he goes, no, I think, and then he started to dress me down about the doc he stole from me. And, whatever. It's one of those Hollywood experiences that like I had already lived with the documentary for so long, and I love it. Like you just played it, and that's like a capsule of my creative life that I worked really hard on, I think. And so that's like, I have a lot of feelings where it's more about the creative and like doing it. And I think it's really fun to watch. Like it's for only fellow unicorns, like Deborah. I made it for women that immediately when I said I'm looking for Bill Murray, they went, and men, same thing. And the women and men would go, especially men. They fucking love him because they're Cubs fans and everything.
Well, Bill Murray
they go, yes.
There you go.
Bill Murray is so interesting.
He's got one.
Because he has that reputation, right? Of not being, you can't get a hold of him. You literally have to write him a letter or show up on his doorstep. He just doesn't answer his phone. He's an enigma. He's like, he's completely in his own you know, he's special that way. So anytime anybody does a documentary about him or they do an article on him, it's so interesting. I love his story. It's amazing.
He's a very unique individual. I mean, he's got a lot of history, a lot of talent. He's got a lot of movies that he's done. And and he's good with the community out there as well. So,
when you see him after the Cubs win the World Series, I mean, that's just a human being.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, I'm Bill Murray and I'm an actor and I've got all this, fame and fortune and money. No, that was just a fan. That was a fan having a breakdown when his favorite team finally did something he probably thought he would never see, because most of us did. And that was, when I was watching that game, that was special to see his reaction to it. I mean, as a Chicagoan, I mean, we know Bill Murray so well. So
yeah.
I mean, not so well. Like, it's like,
he's saying, the seventh inning stretch how many times for the Cubs?
Yeah. I'd like to go have a Bill Murray experience and just, have a drink with him. But
exactly.
Me too.
Be like, what's up, Bill?
Come on.
That's like on my bucket list. Meet Bill Murray.
Well, this is why I don't have to.
Congratulations, Sadie. You hit the. So tell me, did you get to meet him?
Well, you have to watch the movie.
Yeah,
what you're saying right now is like so spot on, and that's why I was like going, this is still a really good idea, because anytime I would talk to someone, I'm like, am I stalking Bill? Like, is that weird? And then their thing would be like, no, I want a Bill Murray experience. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
So everyone, and it didn't matter what age, but really, especially like, I'd say hipsters and older, like we all are like, fuck yeah. And we all have that movie. That was our movie. Like, I liked Broken Flowers and Stripes. Those to me
Broken
are
Flowers is a very good movie.
Oh my God, Stripes.
I know. And PJ Souls is amazing, because she gave me an interview in this, and to listen to her tell stories, it's like, we'll never have an actor like that again. It won't.
No, we won't.
You're right.
It won't happen.
He's a one of a kind. And he's a genius actor. Oh my God. Lost in Translation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just genius acting. I love just everything he does. So natural. Even this movie that he did with the funny actress, the big funny actress, where he's the next door neighbor and he's like crazy with the kid.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's a great movie. Yeah,
it's a great movie.
Oh, I saw that. What is that?
Right, with the kid,
he's adorable.
Oh my God, it's so good. I can't believe I'm so good at this and I'm forgetting the name.
I know all of our brains are like, what movie is that?
I'm still on the Chrissy Teigen. You got me with that joke.
Wasn't it St. Vincent? St. Vincent was the movie.
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
With Michelle McCarthy, right? Yeah, that was great. That was an outstanding
Melissa
McCarthy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Michelle.
You're like that big girl, that really big girl with the kid.
Well, she's losing weight. I mean, she's really not.
She's a big funny actress.
She is.
She is. Melissa McCarthy is damn good.
She's so good.
Yes.
I actually love that movie because she's more authentic.
Very authentic.
Yes.
Really honest. And like, I cry at movies. Like, I'm a mess. That movie I really cried at.
Me too. That movie got me.
Was special. Yeah. I liked him in Zombieland 2 Double Tap. I mean, that was not my favorite Bill Murray. I'll still go with the classics like Scrooged and What About Bob?
Caddyshack.
I mean, Caddyshack.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
Yes, Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's Groundhog Day again. Again.
Yeah, that's just a fantastic movie done so well by him to accept a role where you're going to repeat the same thing over and over again and to make it unique and fun. I just love, Groundhog Day is right up there too with my favorite Bill Murray movies.
Yeah. There's certain movies, What About Bob? You can watch over and over.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, we let the kids, we sat with the kids probably about a year ago during the beginning of the pandemic and we watched What About Bob? And the kids loved it. And they were 11 and 8 at the time. And they loved What About Bob?
See, I could do a Bill Murray marathon weekend and just sit at home and just watch Bill Murray movies and you'd be good.
Yeah. And by the way, you just feel really good about yourself when you're watching him. There's certain actors that do that to you.
He's
they just
natural
lift you.
with what he does.
Yeah.
Totally.
But first,
Definitely.
I'm going to watch Sadie's documentary because that looks like
Yes.
fun.
By the way, like I can't wait now. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when we're done with the show. I'm gonna go watch it.
Well, I mean,
So
it really
excited.
is for super fans. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the idea of the documentary obviously evolves like most documentaries. So at first when I was doing it, it was basically what we're doing. Like my friends and I really stoked about it. And then Act 2 does a real switch in gears. And then Act 3, I actually miss, I'm wanting to do another doc, but I want to do something that has the same adventure that this did, which like, you know, it happened over a few years. Like I wasn't even like that known of an actress. And then while I was filming this, I got Wrong Turn, which for some people, that's like their favorite thing in the world. And I went and shot that in Bulgaria. And then all of a sudden I was getting fan mail and my numbers went up. I'm like, you know, I went from having like a normal amount of Facebook friends to filling up several pages. And I was like, well, and you know, you're just saying accept because you're excited.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Yeah, right.
Like, okay.
That's what I
wow.
do every day when somebody wants to accept to be part of our show.
No.
I mean,
I'm like, yeah, we got a fan. Okay, yes.
Let's make him a co-host. Come on.
Guys, you don't understand. I laugh so hard because I'm trying so hard to get, you know, the people on Facebook to go to Instagram. Why that's so difficult, I don't understand. I'm like, no, follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
it won't
Not
happen.
It's crazy, the algorithm. It's so completely opposite. They make it so difficult.
But think of Instagram as like, sorry, boys, but it's true. Unless you got to have a niche. So unless you're a guy who's like posting your guns or like going to a beer thing, like women just got to look pretty enough. They don't even have to look pretty. You have apps and lighting and shit. You just need to do enough vain pictures because that's all Instagram is. Facebook, you have to actually engage and give. So like,
that's true.
I do Instagram begrudgingly, but like,
Yeah.
I fucking hate it so much.
Yeah.
It's so retarded.
It's a lot of work because they really do make it so difficult. I'm like, okay, because when I'm getting ready to launch my book, I'm like, I need the swipe up feature. And you can't get that unless you have 10,000 followers.
We'll talk to Mark Zuckerberg next week on the show. So we'll be able to
bring him on. I have a few words. I have a few words to have with that boy.
That might be the last episode of Roger the Wild Child's podcast because you'll be banned everywhere.
Oh my God.
So you are the scream queen, okay? And I mean, you've been in movies like Hacksaw and Hanukkah and you got all these projects that are coming up here. So why don't you give us a little insight about how you became the scream queen?
I mean, I started off very in the most traditional, basic way. If you want to make it in LA, I was divorced and had a baby, but I came here and did student films and you're building up your reel. This is the way it used to be done back in the old days. And, honey,
I'm older than you. I'll tell you how it was back in the old days. Okay? We'll get to that. Go ahead. Yeah.
Studio system.
Oh no.
Okay.
Did you get your knee pads out?
No.
Oh.
I probably would have done better.
Yeah, trust me. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should have got those knee pads. Okay, anyway, that's another show.
Well,
that's another episode.
That's why I did it like the really basic route, which is you get up your reel, and then normally when you're an indie, like almost every actress or actor especially did horror first. Because you're wanting a lead. That's the problem with film is you want to be able to carry a character. So if you're not a lead, then you're like not really acting. You're coming in and you're doing like 3 lines. It's in a play. There's no small parts. In film, there's fucking a lot of small parts.
Yeah.
They're even called under 5 to remind you they're small parts. So I was so happy to get a lead in a movie, and it was low budget. And House of Bad, it did really well.
And when did that come? When did House of Bad come out?
God, 10 years ago.
Okay.
And then I did like another lead in like a raunchy comedy called Nibbles and Palm Trees. It's kind of a sweet comedy too. And then I did a fight movie, Chavez, Cage of Glory, with Stephen Bauer and Danny Trejo. And Patrick Kilpatrick, so I got to be the lead with all these guys that have been around.
So
for a
you
long
probably
time.
know my buddy Melissa Prophet. I bet we know a lot of the same people.
I believe so. Yeah, we probably do. I'm really stupid when it comes to names, but I do know that name. Because I'm always like, do I know them, or I'm just like know them through Instagram?
Yep.
But so then I don't know. They started calling me a scream queen when I got Wrong Turn, and I was like, if they want to call me that, that's lovely. But there's some friends of mine I have that have done 100 movies, horror films, and like they earn that. But I think that title, because of clickbait and the internet, is like, it's expanded, and like it's just a way to say this actress excels in horror films, or that's how she's known. So there's my long, weird Hollywood explanation. I should be like, I was walking down the street and this guy was like, do you want to be in my film? And I went, yeah. And then he put a crown on my fucking head.
There you go.
That would have been perfect.
So Sadie, do you remember a thing called AFTRA?
Yeah.
But when I was
Yeah.
starting, when I was starting out in the 80s, you had to be an AFTRA for a year to be eligible to join SAG. So I did so many radio shows and so many commercials on radio. I did whatever it took. Like I'd beg. I'm like, can I just do this and this? And then it got to the point where I finally paid somebody to do a commercial so I could be eligible. I went through the back door. Because I was
in AFTRA for 2 weeks.
We don't want to hear about your bedroom antics, but I'm kidding. Speaking of,
my God,
did Playboy open up doors for you though? Seriously, like you think you got to? Because it seems like yeah.
Yeah, well, think about it. I did that in 1989. Playboy was the #1 magazine in the world, and I had already been working in LA, and so for me, it was like I asked my agent, I'm like, "Is this going to harm me?" Because I was doing catalog work, and I was working on the fashion channel, and she's like, "I think it's going to be really good for you." So, back then, it was a different time. So everybody wanted to meet the Playmate of the month. It was like, I got called in for everything. I did the Oprah Winfrey show. I did the Bob Hope special. I did every pilot that was they'd bring me in for something, So for me, it worked out really well. It was a different time.
Yeah.
That's when
and
you're
Deborah,
old, when you know the Bob Hope special.
Hey, guess what? That was one of my favorite gigs. Was working with
that was a
Mr.
great
Hope.
show.
Oh my
Trust me,
God!
I remember watching the Bob Hope special.
He was so great.
Yep. I'm Bob Hope. Come on down, Deborah.
Now, Deborah, you and Sadie have something in common because Sadie, we talked earlier today, you were on Playboy Radio.
What?
Yeah, I was actually. Were you one of the hosts on it?
No, so I was Playboy's first VJ for Playboy's Hot Rocks. So when the Playboy channel on cable came out, they had a show called Playboy's Hot Rocks, and I was the very first VJ. And I did that show for, almost a year. Yeah. Richard Shankman was the producer.
I'm trying to remember. I'll tell you the funny story. Can you guys hear my dog?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. What's your dog's name?
Well, let the dog bark.
Buffy. Okay.
You're
Buffy,
fine. You're fine.
She's this big, and all of a sudden she's barking now.
It's always those little dogs that are like, yap, yap, yap.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why she is, but okay. So I got my boobs done about 7 days or 6 days before a premiere, my Nipples and Palm Trees premiere. And so we got to, I'm sorry, I'm going to.
No, come on. I want to hear her screaming at the dog. She's the scream queen, right?
Story of my life. Whenever a woman talks about their boobs, their dog barks. Damn it.
God, you know what it is. The dogs are barking.
Who let the dogs out?
Sorry about that. I'm not used to it. This is our new puppy. And
let us see the puppy. Bring the puppy over here.
Stop it.
Oh.
I mean, that thing is making all that racket?
She normally doesn't bark. The second, all of a sudden, she's barking through the whole thing. And I hate when I interview someone and I'm like, why can't they shut their damn dog up? They knew they were doing it. What the hell?
Right?
Right?
And now it's
Sorry.
you.
Now I'm that person.
Now it's
you are that person.
I'm the phone in the theater. So real quick. So yeah, I like got my boobs done and I didn't know how horrendously painful and horrible that is. And I didn't even get them that big. And so I had to play the Playboy radio show. And of course I know they're going to want me to show my boobs, like flash my boobs. And they're so swollen and like, I can't move. So I go and I'm on so many painkillers because I don't take painkillers and you need them, that like the whole show was just this sweaty blur of what's going on. And my co-star, Matt Jackson, he was like so happy he's in hog heaven. Like this was the check mark on his box. And all I could think is, are my boobs going to look weird if they want me to flash them? Because Playboy's going to want you to do that. So they do. Deborah and I have these weird, funny issues.
So wait, hold on. Wait, why did they want you to flash your boobs?
You're on the radio.
I just no, because they filmed it for Playboy TV, so it was on the radio and Playboy TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why they don't? Who's telling you to flash your boobs?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't making me, but it was a comedy show, and like
Okay,
I was going to show up.
I have a question.
I'm staying
Sadie, who have you worked with that has been your like, oh my God, if I could just work with this person? Has that happened yet for you? Have you worked with somebody that you really aspired to work with?
You mean like fame wise or just talent wise?
Yeah, like, oh my God, I really want to work with Sean Penn. Like,
someone I haven't worked with yet. You know what?
Or somebody that you have worked with that like, oh my God.
Your dream came true.
So, well, I mean, of course, it would like seeing Bill Murray or like a big A-lister like that.
Yep.
I'm thinking of like somebody that I would actually like just get in the mud with and might teach me something. So, and don't take this as me being some ultra feminist because I'm not, but I mean, I am, but I'm not. Is like to me like a Kate Winslet or someone like when I walk away, I'm going to be like, wow. I think Meryl Streep's so beyond her game right now. I think that would be difficult, but I think Kate Winslet would kind of be personable, and I would want somebody who like.
Oh, my girl crush is Frances McDormand.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm like, she's my girl crush. Like if I ever meet her, I'm just gonna lay the biggest kiss on her lips. Like I have such. No, I do. I have such a girl crush on her. I think she is so hot, and like people go, really? And I'm like, yeah. There's just something about her.
Oh yeah,
that she's a great actress.
Fargo.
Oh, Fargo, she was so brilliant. Not so sure about your work there, Bob.
It's my deal, Wade.
Hey, Norm. For a little bit of money.
My wife never saw Fargo, and we sat there and we watched it together. And when Fargo was over, she looked at me and she goes, "Why do you do this to me?" I go, "It was an excellent movie." She's like, "No." I'm like, come on.
It was.
She didn't like the movie?
No, she didn't get
what?
it.
Are you guys divorcing?
No,
it was like
no.
It was a truce. I'm confused.
My wife and I have a tendency to watch some movies. Like sometimes I'll watch a movie that like I really want to watch. Like we watched when we were dating, we watched Jack Nicholson's About Schmidt, and somehow she stayed with me because
that's hard to watch.
Because at the end of that movie, she's like, "What are you doing to me?" Same thing like with Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That one was the most
that was
funny
hard
one
to
because
watch.
I fell asleep during it, and
But
I woke up right at the end. And I went, "It was all right." And she goes, "If you'd have watched all of it." Oops.
Yeah, you're sitting here halfway through the movie, you probably start snoring.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, see,
it's just going asshole.
I don't watch scary movies. It's taken me a long time to get into the reacclimate myself. I can't even talk tonight to the horror genre because I hadn't watched horror movies for so long. So I started off as a kid who watched horror movies like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and then horror movies kind of changed into this, weird kind of stuff like.
The Purge.
Yeah, people turning backwards and
what about
the paranoia?
I like The Quiet Place. I love The Quiet Place. That movie drives me nuts. I'm like, you don't make a sound.
I used to watch The Walking Dead on Monday nights on DVR.
People
and then
love
watch
that
Monday
show.
Night Football.
Yeah, they did.
So I could forget about what I just watched.
Oh my God.
But now I'm
Aw.
back into it. I just watched Ash versus the Evil Dead on Showtime. So I'm starting to get back into the horror genre. So I'll have to check out some of these movies that you're in because I think I can handle it now. There was like
Isn't binging amazing these days?
It is. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
You don't have to wait till next week to watch the next episode. You'd be like, okay, to next.
Plus,
I know it's very bad. Yeah.
We're talking to Sadie about her documentary, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? I didn't have time before, but I'm gonna as soon as it's all, I'm gonna go watch it.
Oh yeah,
Bam.
me too.
Done.
Me too. I'm
Oh,
so
good.
looking forward to that. Oh my God, I
am
love
too.
it.
I'm excited for you guys, but if you love it, let me know, and if you hate it, don't tell me.
What's your next deal coming up? What's your next gig?
Yeah, you got some more projects coming up here, and I got some in pre-production here. So let's talk about those.
Well, I have Death Club coming up, which it should be on my IMDb.
Death Club 2022.
Death Club. It's zombies, but they're in a nightclub. No, it's actually fun. You know, I'm not giving away anything, but you know, so I have that coming up. I'm working obviously on my podcast, and then I'm working on a film that I just wrote. I have 2 films I wrote. One is out to get somebody else to make it through CAA, and that's with my writing partner Nicole Larson. And then the other film I did was for me to be the lead in. That's it's about a woman who's going through a bad divorce. She's trapped in an elevator, and lots of crazy things happen. And you know, the doors open to different kind of parts and past and things. And so I'm raising the money right now for that. I had it, and then they bailed out, which is the story of that.
Yep, that's the story.
And I really want to do another doc. I want to do a doc on the first lie your parents told you. Do you know what it is?
Oh.
I'm guessing Deborah says this one.
Okay, wait. The first lie your parents tell you. God. Well, it's not going to be an obvious one like the tooth fairy or the. No, it's going to be.
It's going to be Santa Claus. So
Yeah,
I want to do
Well,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to
so
do
it
it.
is an obvious one. Okay, I thought you were going to go really deep with this.
Because everyone says the same thing, and I want to do a doc that's a little cheeky, that's kind of a little bit of a different style, because I won't be in it. The Bill Murray experience ended up being a lot about what I was going through. But this one, I want it to be about Santa Claus and people explaining, like, people have the craziest stories how they found out Santa didn't exist.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah,
By the way,
dramatic,
I know,
right?
Tim.
It is devastating. I had that experience because
Wait,
my
my
grandfather used to always, he was a big guy and he used to always dress up, and it freaked me out when I found out it was him.
Oh, geez.
Because for a lot of years, I believed it was Santa Claus. And then it freaked me out. It really did. It traumatized me.
I was traumatized too,
I'm not
boys.
over it.
Yeah, well, that's
She's
why you
not
love
over
Bill
it.
Murray. That's why you
Hey,
love
Roger.
Bill Murray, I think.
Yeah,
Next
it's
week's
totally
episode,
why
we all
I,
dress
it's
up as Santa
totally
Claus.
why I love
All right,
Bill
let's
Murray.
do that.
Okay.
I'll go ho, ho, ho.
So Deborah's taking off the Christmas special. Okay, mark that down.
Yeah.
That's so hilarious. But
all those, I love this. I love that you're doing this because all those things, the tooth fairy and like all the things that, all that magical, mythical stuff that they want you to believe in. And then it's not true. And it's so disappointing.
because
like
you
the fairy
realize
tale.
magic doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's like as a kid, it hits you and you're like, well, when I was a kid, it was like the Challenger and then the fucking Santa Claus. And I was like,
Yeah.
remember the Challenger exploding?
I do.
So you're like, that's not supposed to happen. Not on TV. It was on TV. And then Santa Claus doesn't exist. You're like,
this is
wait
bullshit.
a minute. There's no magic ever. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell?
Magic. Being on a centerfold in Playboy, like you got your magic. All right. Don't complain. You can get rid of Santa Claus.
Hey, I met Santa
Stop
Claus.
it
I'm
right now.
you after, baby.
Most people do remember when they found out that he wasn't real. I mean, most people have that memory, and you know, it's not. I mean, I'm almost 50, and I've never lost it. I remember exactly where I was when somebody told me.
I'll tell you
he
what
didn't
my
exist.
favorite movie is.
What's that?
Is Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Because I watch it every year during the holidays
it's a
because
classic.
that makes me think like, okay, maybe it is really real. Maybe it is real.
I like the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Christmas
I
vacation
want to
always.
know where were you when you found out? Now I'm curious. Where were you when you found out about Santa Claus?
We have, sorry, I'm wiping we have a fire going on in California. And so all day today, my eyes, everything is happening right here. Like literally.
She's really a coke addict.
Yeah.
She's really doing blow. Right
By the way, I've never done coke. Okay. That is like.
Oh, no. I was going to make that joke and I didn't go there. So
somebody else did.
She's a big girl.
What? What was the question? No. Okay. So I
She's
grew up
overmodulated.
I'm overmodulated. So, I grew up in the South Bay Area, and my grandparents lived in Rolling Hills, and I can remember the exact house. They lived on a street called Lofty View. I was in first grade when I found out that Santa Claus did not exist, because I could see my grandfather's face through the costume. He was trying to pretend, and bring the presents in, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's not Santa Claus," and it freaked me out that it was my grandfather.
I had a cousin tell me. So my cousin
And were
was
you
like,
upset?
you're not real.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was traumatized because I was like, well, where's Santa Claus then? If that's my grandfather, then where is he?
I was just like,
And then
the
it's
reason.
confusing. By the way, it's very confusing because there's a part of you that really wants to believe in the magic of it. But now you're conflicted. Do you just
That's why I
go
never got
along
the
with the
stuff I
sham?
wanted.
Do you go along with it?
But wait, and then when you have kids, you do it to them, though. So
Right, exactly. It's like paybacks now.
You just
I never
as
did
bad.
it to my kids. By the way, I never did it to my kids.
Well, good. Yeah, we did.
I
So.
never did the whole nonsense with the tooth fairy and all that. I just said, we're going to put your tooth under your pillow, and I want you to make a wish, and maybe there will be a surprise in the morning. Nothing about no fairy coming in the middle of the night. No, because it freaks kids out. I do believe
We
that.
never did the Easter Bunny because the Easter Bunny was the one that we were just like, come on.
That's
Easter
even
Bunny?
scarier.
Yeah,
the big white
yeah.
fluffy thing coming at you.
Wasn't that a horror movie?
God,
Sure
that
there
could
was.
be. Maybe that's our next project, the Easter Bunny.
There you go. So Sadie, you got a podcast.
I do. It's really hard. Like I go on all these podcasts and I'm like, that's not be that hard. Oh my God. It's a
hard
lot
work.
of work. It's
It really is.
and it's
I know.
just getting it and understanding it. It's a constant learning process. And then people cancel on you, as you know. Mine's not live, so that's probably a whole other level of intensity. And then you can't really control the way it goes. Like mine, at least I can edit it. Like if someone just kept going, fuck, 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 fuck. Or you guys can't edit this? You can't edit this?
See, we are 9 episodes in, and I'll tell you, Jim, me and Hollywood and Jim were the originals from the first episode. Just within 9 episodes, yesterday I was going through just listening to clips of just watching each video, right, from each episode, and I was like, my gosh, we have progressed this show so fast and has made so many changes. Just curious to see. I'm excited to see where 20 episodes from now will be, and where 50 episodes, and where we're gonna be. And for you, Sadie, I mean, I'm sure you probably look back at your first episode and be like, "Oh my God, did I do that?" Because that's how I was.
What do you talk about on your podcast? What is it about?
It's called the Partial Nudity Podcast with Sadie Katz. And basically it's about getting, like, I really want it to be singularly topic based. So, I just did one with Jimmy Star, like inappropriate questions to ask a gay man, answered by Jimmy Star. So I just asked everything that you shouldn't ask someone who's gay. Like, how do you do butt sex a lot? And like just ridiculous things. But like, I like to think of it like a female Joe Rogan back in the early days.
Okay.
You're upstaging my thing here. What the fuck?
Hi, Miles.
Hi, Miles.
Everyone's saying hi. That's what I live with. Look, he's walking around like he's got a gold chain out. He's got tattoos. I got with a Jew from New York, and this is This is what happens.
Are you a Shitska? Is that
I'm not. Oh yeah, wait. A Shitska is Shitza is a white girl. Yeah. I'm that.
Are you Jewish?
No, but my ex-husband was, so I just kept
Cats.
it to him.
Okay, cats. Okay.
It's so cute.
So I am too. I married a Jewish boy.
Oh, the Jews are great.
Yeah,
Mostly.
okay,
They're
whatever.
crazy. They like to talk to themselves a lot. Yeah. But they're good guys.
I won't be marrying another one.
They're so fucking crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. I know.
You're like this. What the?
Yeah.
You're gonna be lucky to make episode 10, Roger.
I know.
I'm like, how many things can we step into? Yeah, that was kind of my idea with the podcast. Honestly, I'm a politics junkie. I won't bring it on the show, but like I love politics. So originally I was like, I'm going to do a show with political commentary and a bunch of like, I just consume more news.
Can't do that anymore because everybody's so cuckoo.
Everyone got really mad at me.
Everybody's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs now. You can't
No
say
kidding, they
anything
are.
without being like completely like axed.
I am seriously hoping the Chrissy Teigen thing, I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm really hoping that's the turn of cancel culture. I think that's the turn.
Yeah.
Like, because she's been the advocate for cancel culture and now she's getting canceled.
She got canceled.
She invented it. She invented it. That's called karma.
Right.
BITCH.
Right.
You did it and you harassed people. And then when you heard that
you.
she fucking told that poor girl who's all screwed up with Spencer. What's the girl's name? Heidi. What's
Courtney
the blonde?
Stodden.
Even worse. So she's basically with that old guy who's like practically molesting her. The mom's like, go right ahead and go be famous. She gets all these big boobs. Like, if you can't tell that poor girl needs you to say, you're going to be great. Yeah. Hang in there. Congratulations. I saw you in People magazine. Like, she should have mentored her. But you know why she did it? Because she's not that nice of a person. I don't care if she puts her stretch marks and cellulite on Instagram. Like, that doesn't mean she's nice. That just means she's an attention
I don't even know
person.
who she, I mean, I know who she is because she's married to John Legend. But who was she before that? Was she a model or I don't know.
Boys, she's a model. Was she a Playmate?
Okay.
No.
I don't know. No. I don't think so.
You would know, right? Yeah.
I honestly just hope that by this example of what she did, that cancel culture takes a hard look at itself and go, you know what? Because you know what? Honestly, and this is just my opinion, and I really don't want to talk about it a lot, but she shouldn't be canceled. She should be allowed to say she's sorry. She should be allowed to apologize, and she should move on, and everybody should move on.
Just like Roseanne Barr shouldn't have been canceled.
Right.
That's so ridiculous.
Oh my God, I can't believe she got canceled.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody else could apologize, but now she thinks she can just apologize and be done with it. I'm sorry, but no one else was able to apologize. I believe everybody has a chance to apologize and move on. Nobody should lose their jobs because of things they said.
And we all say things that are inappropriate at times.
Everybody is
I'm
guilty
of
it.
it. Are you kidding? Yeah. I've been like, oh my God, I'm a Sagittarius. I put my foot in my mouth all the time.
Well, Jim says it every episode. So, I mean, he's still on the show.
I control the editing on the podcast.
Yeah, but guess what?
That's a terrible thing.
What are they going to do? Ban us from YouTube? Oh my God, they're going to shut us down.
Well, they demonetize you. I mean, we live in such a time that it's crazy because I'm 42 now. Don't tell anybody, but that's my real age.
Okay.
And like, you think about it, I was a married Jehovah's Witness when I was 19. Like, I love gay people. I love gay marriage. I love whatever. But when I was that age, I was in a religion that said you shouldn't be gay.
Yeah.
So if somebody was like, Sadie was against gay marriage 20 years ago. Is that
you know what? And see,
I would be like, yeah, I used to be religious and they didn't let me be for it. Now I like half my friends are gay or, you know, but it's sort of
this is why, by the way, this is why people won't run for office anymore because they're digging up things from 20 years ago. And now you're taking so many great people out of the race because they don't want that stuff. I wouldn't. I don't want you to know
Jenner's running. Why? What do you mean they're taking good people out? Oh no.
Yeah, we're
If
talking
she
about it
beco-
last episode.
Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving out of California, not because of her, just because we've all fucking lost our minds here. Like,
No,
done.
we have. It's cuckoo.
See ya.
Well,
but
why don't you come move to Boise over here? I mean, we're pretty
Yeah.
chill over here.
Just
Driggs,
don't go
Idaho.
somewhere else and make it like California. And that's the problem. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
no,
People are
you
leaving
can't.
California and wanting to go wherever they end up and make it like California. And they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, guess what, guys?
So, guys, want to know a secret? So last year I went and looked at some property in Tennessee, and you know what the realtor told me?
What?
You can't live here if you're liberal. We don't want you here. and I said, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Like they don't want that nonsense there. They
Right.
want their property.
Right.
They want their guns. They don't want to be told.
Yep.
Yeah. She's like, you can't come here if you're going to bring all that nonsense. And I'm like,
Get a
yeah,
job.
that's not the side I'm on. Okay. We're all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're cool.
But I hate that it has to be like that.
I
Like, it has to
know.
be like sides. Like, so ridiculous.
It's a side now. No one wanted it to be a side. Like
Yeah.
no one. I consider myself. I used to be ultra left. Now I'd say I'm more libertarian. Like all my friends that used to be super dope are cringe. I'm like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Like, I know you hate Donald Trump, but like now you're allowing it to completely dictate
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good
They won
job,
off
dude.
the reservation. This is why he won.
And I'm like,
off the reservation.
and now things are so nuts. You turn on the news, and I'm like, well, listen, guys, if we didn't want Trump, maybe we should have paid attention and not put Biden in.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. Like,
I like this Sadie Katz.
Yeah, me too.
I don't,
I'm listening to her.
I don't normally say that, but it's like,
Subscribe to our
honestly,
podcast now.
I'm sorry. We didn't get Biden. We got Kamala. Hello.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
wait,
listen,
hold
Sadie,
on. I have to laugh hysterically when you say that because that's all she does about everything. Like, you're going to
Yeah.
go to the border?
Have me on your podcast one day, but I have to use a fake name.
You're like, she's like, oh God, ew, I've got so many more important things to do. And it's great because the media is like, it's actually why OJ Simpson became innocent or got innocent is because he was like, come on, guys, I wouldn't kill her.
I'm
That's so
OJ. Come
They're
on.
like, look, and everyone went for it. Everyone, yeah.
I
I love
can't
that.
get it
But
on.
You can get away with it.
If the glove don't fit,
You must
Yeah.
have quit.
God,
If
they're all
Chewbacca
dead.
wasn't-
Talk
I
about
mean-
karma. They're all dead. All of
Yeah,
them.
I know.
Not
right?
OJ.
Except
Not
for
OJ.
Shapiro. No, Shapiro
But
and
not
OJ.
OJ.
No, they're
Not
still
OJ.
alive, but all those legal, they're gone.
they are.
Wait,
Kardashian, the other guy from New York, what's his
Oh,
name? Shapiro's still around, but
Shapiro.
he's very sick.
I follow him on Instagram. I
Oh,
had
do
a
you?
crush
He's a
on him
cool
in
guy.
high school.
She had a crush on
He
him.
was
in
like
high
my type.
Jewish guy, Sadie Katz.
I know.
Sadie Katz.
I love me bald men. Like I love bald men.
Oh
and
my
he had-
God.
I thought he was the sexiest thing. Like
Oh,
Bob Shapiro.
no,
Like, are you
Bob
kidding me?
Shapiro?
He's sexy. And so I added him on Instagram because I knew he would respond to me because he's like 1,000 years old.
We
But
are
I
so
guess
out
he
of this,
is
Roger.
sick.
The Bob Shapiro experience.
Oh my God.
I,
Bob.
love- I have a type,
Fantasies with
okay?
Bob Shapiro. Throw your law at me,
Sadie,
Bob.
I want to thank you so much for coming onto our show. We could go on and on,
Oh, I know.
but we do have another
Thanks,
guest that we
guys.
do need to jump
Come
through.
back, Sadie. Come
Yeah,
back someday.
please.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Thank
And,
you.
and also tell everybody real quick before I let you go, where can everybody watch your podcast or hear your podcast?
Partial Nudity podcast, and it's on iHeart, iTunes, YouTube, blah blah. Stream.
Have me as a guest. We can
I
have some
will.
fun.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll talk things to get us canceled.
We'll wear
Oh.
For the show, and
Bye,
with our
Sadie.
pink Barbie outfits. Bye, bye.
Bye. See ya. Thank you so much.
That was
That was
fun.
so
Oh my
much
God.
fun. Our shows
yeah.
just last longer and longer, Jimmy and Deborah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I don't know.
Well,
We
I'm
just-
starting to think that one guest is plenty because
Yeah.
it just, especially when you
I'm-
get somebody like Sadie, it's so much
I'm
fun.
I'm actually sweating because
I am too.
I'm so nervous when
My
I
nose
really
is
am. I just get
running. I'm like-
she just let it go, and I'm just like, I'm not saying. I'm not
I
saying.
flashed my boobs. I love it. She flashed her boobs on radio.
That's awesome. She's awesome. I can't wait to watch that documentary.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to check that out.
Bill Murray
That
Experience,
is
guys.
so
Check it out.
brilliant. That is so brilliant. I love that.
You can actually buy it on Amazon for $12.
Okay,
so
should
you
we
can
give
rent
a
it for
heads
free.
up to our audience right now that our next guest is a little on, like he's a little kooky. I love him.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
is. Let's
But
do
we
it.
should let's bring him on.
Okay, he is a YouTube sensation. He also is an amateur weatherman, and he has his own bobblehead. Please welcome Frankie MacDonald. How you doing, Frankie?
I'm doing good so far. It's cold outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia, but clear and calm right now. It's going to bring a lot of severe weather in Houston, Texas this weekend, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and all those places because of lingering cold front, because of so much rain in Louisiana, Texas, and all these places. California's going to be a lot of wildfires in Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. That sense of cold air, warm air fighting each other. In New Zealand's getting really, really cold weather. Up around Norilsk, in Siberia is warming up too, including Yakutsk, Dragon, Omyakon, Russia.
How do you talk like that? How do you do that? I could not do that. I have to
Are you
breathe.
reading?
I have
Frankie,
to
are you
breathe in
reading?
between words.
I studied the weather models.
Okay.
He doesn't take a breath. Oh, he's an author too. Yes, he has his own book.
Be prepared. I love
Be
it.
prepared. Yes.
Always be prepared.
Yep. There's his book.
Brilliant.
Frankie, how old were you when you got into weather? What
When I was a little boy.
Yeah, what age?
Only in single digits and early double digits. That means that I did a very first video of myself on December 16, 2009. I did a very first viral video of myself, severe earthquake warning for California, September 2010. I was on Tosh.0 season 2, episode 13.
And I think I have the video of that here so that we can play.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Yes. So hang on tight, everybody.
Okay.
Mute your mics. And here we go. Let's check this video out.
This is Frankie MacDonald, my own TV station live in the Network Park. Attention, citizens of California. Attention, citizens of Oregon. Attention, citizens of Washington. And attention, citizens of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Earthquake warning has been issued for California. It's going to be 9.0 or greater magnitude. People in California, you have to be prepared for a major earthquake. It's going to occur in September 2010. The earthquake will be so powerful in California it may destroy lots of houses. It may destroy telephone poles. May destroy all kinds of transformers. It may knock all kinds of telephone poles over in California. People in California, be prepared. Have your medical kits ready. Have your everything ready. And have all the flashlights ready and canned foods and everything. The earthquake will be so powerful in California. It may destroy everything. It's going to be 9.0 greater magnitude. Golden Gate Bridge may collapse. It may affect Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado. It may affect Montana, Idaho, and everything. People in California, be prepared for September 2010 major earthquake. Have a nice day. People in California, be prepared for a major earthquake. Good luck.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Over around the Rumless Gravitas, that's a major city up above the Arctic Circle, same with northern tip of Norway, Finland, Sweden. That's been so cold around minus 70 degrees Celsius in Siberia, Russia, including northern Siberia, like Yakutsk, Omyakon in the winter months. It was so cold there. People spill the water, it freeze, turns to snow right away.
What got you into weather when you were a child? Because I'm fascinated by weather too.
I watched the Weather Network a lot when I was a kid.
So watching about the weather got you interested in doing it yourself and learning about it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Are you like on a major network yet? I mean, has somebody ever?
I was on the Weather Network Canada. I was on Canadian Broadcasting Corporation in February 2013. It's like CBC. I was on CTV Maritime. So I was on the Global Halifax news stations, and I was on a couple of American news stations like Fox News Kansas City in 2014 and 2015.
Nice. So, do you plan on having a career in it? Do you hope that somebody will say, "Let's pick you up and be our weatherman"?
Yeah, I just do my weather reports on YouTube, and I also do my comedy videos. Guy tries to eat 50 hot dogs at once.
And how does that go?
It has 1.7 million views.
Does it really?
It's a video of a guy eating 50 hot dogs at once?
Pretend to eat 50 hot dogs at once.
Oh, okay. Pull it up, Roger.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm interested in seeing it.
Okay, I don't have that one queued up here. Hang on a second. Oh, and he's got action figures, and you also have your own bobblehead.
My action figures designed by Ben Campbell. He lives in Big Spring, Texas, USA.
That's awesome.
And so what made you decide to get your own action figures?
And I told Ben Campbell started that in 2015, and he finished in 2017. It was released online on February 2nd, 2018, so people buy my action figures online.
Our buddies over at Shoeshine Boxing say that you are the most accurate weather person guaranteed
in the world.
That'd be Dave from the 408.
Oh my
I can translate my weather reports in subtitles into other languages now.
Oh, yeah? What languages?
Russian, French, and all these.
And Dave said, I was in Vegas and an earthquake hit the California-Nevada border on July 4th, 2020, just like Frankie warned us on
It's
a
2019,
podcast.
not 2020. It's 2019.
Oh, Frankie, Dave, you got stood up. You got corrected, brother.
Yeah, Dave, there were no earthquakes during COVID. They couldn't have earthquakes during COVID.
No earthquaiks in COVID at all.
No earthquakes during COVID.
Well, I beg to differ. We had a few here in California. Just so you know.
Okay, I got the 50 hot dogs.
All
Hold
right.
up.
This
All right, should we go watch this?
I can barely eat one.
Okay, here we go.
I may have to.
Giant 1019.
Guy eating 50 hot dogs at once. I'm cooking hot dogs on the barbecue now. Here's some ketchup and mustard and relish. And onions.
Boy! I want you to eat 50 hot dogs at once! 50 hot dogs at once! Eat them all right now! Eat 50 hot dogs at once!
Here's the guy go.
Sounds like another movie I watched.
Right.
My stomach is upset. That's so bad! 20 more hot dogs! Dang.
Oh, he's gone.
He's
no.
gone.
Oh, no.
No, he's not. Here he comes back. Hang on.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Can't take it anymore. Eat those hot dogs right now!
You're awesome, Frankie.
I made it. I ate 50 hot dogs. Oh.
How many views does this have?
1.7 million.
Oh my god.
Get up!
Get up! Get up, Frankie!
Don't go fall down! Because I told you to eat 50 hot dogs at once! Thanks for watching.
That's
and
awesome.
I got another video up. It's like a Magadan Russia video. This video has Russian subtitles.
Okay, I'm all out of videos right now, Frankie.
Let me ask you
One
a
more
question.
video to go. That's it.
When you raise your voice like that, are you doing a character?
One more video to go. This video is in Russian subtitles.
Hang on 1 second. Let me get this queued up. Hang on. Okay, so yeah, I got the link that you gave me. Let's go ahead and bring this on. Check out one more video because Frankie told us so. Here we go.
You have to get the Russian subtitles.
On my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Major storm is headed towards
Subtitles
on Tuesday, November
In
3rd,
Russian.
2020 into Wednesday, November the 4th, 2020. It's going to bring
Yeah.
rain and very strong winds. It's going to change over to snow. And low pressure systems is working its way to Magadan, Russia. Since the cold air is coming all the way from the Arctic and warm air is coming all the way from Vladivostok, Russia. That's going to cause a lot of rain in Magadan, Russia. It's going to bring windy conditions and may knock out power in Magadan, Russia and the surrounding areas. I want everyone in Magadan to be prepared and don't get caught in the rain. Then it's going to change over to snow. It's going to bring blown snow, drifted snow, reduced visibility, dangerous traffic conditions in Magadan, Russia, including Kolyma Highway, going all the way up to Yakutsk, bypassing Nominee, Russia. It's going to bring a lot of rain before it changing over to snow in Magadan, Russia, and the surrounding areas as well. I want everyone in Magadan, Russia to be prepared because it's going to bring really stormy weather, starting off rain, changing over to snow. Stay warm and be safe. Don't get caught in a major storm. Be safe.
Over. People don't normally speak English over there. People don't understand English over there. They speak Russian. They don't speak English.
Let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite weather personality?
Chris St. Clair.
Who?
Chris St. Clair.
Okay. Yeah, I used to watch. Okay, so I have a story. Yep. I have a story about the Weather Channel. When I was in radio, when I first started in radio in 1990, I worked at this radio station and they had the TV on and all that was on was the Weather Channel. It was 24/7. So I developed a affection for Christina Abernathy, who was on the Weather Channel. I miss you, Christina.
Hey, weather girls are hot.
They are.
Yeah,
They are. There's a reason for that.
I know. Hey, I'm just saying that, when I was working overnights at a radio station in Bloomington, Illinois, and
They have the
all that
hand
was on
movements.
was the Weather Channel, and you're playing love songs, you and Christina share a special moment, and she never knew about it, but I did.
So, Frankie, tell us about your little cardboard cutout in Las
No
Vegas.
more little. You got to take the word
Phoenix,
little.
Arizona. The Gary and Dino is the guy in Arizona created for the Gary and Dino show. One of the huge fans of the Gary and Dino show created a cardboard cuddle to me. It's on, and that means that, and then everywhere cardboard cuddle Frank down, listeners to Gary Dino, big listener to Gary Dino show gets it.
Okay. So, where is this cardboard cutout anywhere else right now in Vegas, or is it just
right now sitting in Arizona since COVID-19 pandemic began in March 2020? They shut the United States, Canada, all the other countries down in March 2020 and April 2020. But a lot of people are staying home and not zero cars on the streets and all over the world that time.
Oh, yeah. Back then, yes. Not anymore, though, but back then,
Right.
yes.
And I'm getting the Moderna vaccine. I'm getting the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine first dose on May 25th, 2021.
Watch out for that second dose of that. It's a bitch.
And Jim knows it firsthand, too.
The second one of that, Frankie, I encourage you to drink lots of water and make sure you got nothing to do for a day, because that second one of Moderna will get you. Have you ever met Chris St. Clair?
I was talking to him February 25th, 2015, with Greg Hanna, RUTTV interview.
Wow. You have such a knack for remembering dates. It's amazing. It is amazing how well you remember certain dates, because I don't even know what day it is today, Frankie.
Yeah. I was like, 2015. Wait a second.
Where was I at that time?
Okay, he's got a cheat sheet. He's got it all written down. He's like rolling it off.
Well, he's got a bio. I mean,
my weather reports are temporarily shut down for halfway shut down because of COVID-19 pandemic in April 2020.
They were temporarily shut down. Why?
Why?
Because not nobody are going out because of COVID-19.
Yeah, but weather didn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's still good. What do you?
COVID-19, because a lot of people are staying home. That's why my weather reports went downhill because of COVID.
Okay, so the viewership went down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were still making them, but the viewers.
So wait, nobody
down.
cared about the weather?
I cared
because of COVID.
So what do you think about climate change?
Melting the ice caps up in the Arctic and Antarctica, even in Russia.
Do you believe in climate change?
No, that means it's climate change, and that means the Earth's poles are wobbling around and things like that. The sun's going to turn into a red giant 7 billion years from now, and the asteroid 1997 XF11 headed towards the Earth, but it's going to miss the Earth on October 26, 2028.
Wait, so when is the one going to hit? 7
when?
years from now?
It's going to bypass the Earth.
All right,
it's going to bypass.
Bypass.
The sun to get old.
I'm a little worried, but
and becomes
I
red
don't
giant.
know. I kind of think we're having a little bit of climate change because in LA we're having May gloom.
Then
It's usually
a
June
long
gloom.
light years away, then it'll become the heat death of the universe.
It'll be what? Wait,
the
what?
heat death of the universe?
Say that again, Frankie.
I feel like I smoke pot.
Death of the universe.
I don't want that. You're scaring me. Wait, I'll be dead, so it can be as hot as it wants. I don't care.
I'm having the effects of pot smoking, but I didn't smoke pot. Like it's really weird.
Hey, Frankie, did you meet Daniel Tosh, or was it all just
He picked up one of my videos in 2010.
Yeah, but did you get to meet him or no?
No. On
Okay.
Friday, October 21st, 2016, I did a video, massive earthquake to hit New Zealand anytime soon. I said 7.0 greater magnitude earthquake, November 13th, 2016. I got my prediction right, 7.8 magnitude earthquake happening in New Zealand. I was on RT. I was all over the news. My video went viral just for that.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, from what I'm hearing, you are very good at your weather forecast. So
yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to ditch
Not
our
only weather
local
forecast,
weatherman.
but the earthquake predictions.
And I don't know
that
about
too,
those.
yeah.
Those are scary. I don't like scary.
What about tornadoes? Can you predict tornadoes?
Hard to predict tornadoes because it's unpredictable. Because climate change affecting weather forecasts, harder to forecast weather now.
How about sharknadoes? Oh, sorry.
There's no sharknadoes.
I don't know. I saw 6 movies that said there were, Frankie.
Oh my God.
Frankie MacDonald, thank you so much for coming to our show today. We really
Frankie.
appreciate.
Yeah, I'm going to start watching your weather reports. So make sure you include Chicago all the time in your weather reports.
This is my book in an action figure.
That's awesome.
And where can people get your book and action figure?
My book is on Amazon.com.
Okay,
Search my name on Amazon.com, Frankie MacDonald.
Perfect. And one last thing. Your dad is a singer, isn't he?
His SoundCloud is Mystic Mist.
Is that a Canadian band?
That's it. He made that up.
Oh, okay.
And he's on Spotify, isn't he? Your dad's on Spotify?
SoundCloud.
Oh, SoundCloud. Okay.
SoundCloud. Okay.
Yep. And
you have 136,000 followers on Twitter.
Right?
You just followed me on Twitter. I have like 10. I'm gonna start doing the weather. I'm in the wrong. Forget posing nude for Playboy.
Right?
I got it all wrong. How do you have 136,000 followers on Twitter and I have 10?
Right?
You're the wrong business, Deborah.
I am so fucking confused right now.
And that means that over in Russia, a lot of people don't speak English. They don't
Now
get
you
as
have
many views on my Russian weather report.
137,000. I just followed you.
On my weather report from places in Russia and don't get as many views at all because people don't speak English.
Are you worried about the government coming after you because you gave a wrong weather report for Russia? I don't know.
But they don't understand English.
I know that.
God. I mean, this is like crazy. What do you have, like 1 billion followers on YouTube? I'm like blown away.
265,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel because I definitely want the weather from you from now on. So
yes, definitely. We should make Frankie MacDonald our social media manager because apparently he knows what he's doing.
Hey, no, I was just gonna say, can I hire you? Can you help me get followers? Can you just plug my shit every day?
That means
seriously.
That means when I do weather reports for Brazil, Japan, and all these countries, they don't normally speak English. They speak their own languages.
Hi, Otoni.
That's awesome.
You should go
see Deborah's website because
I even speak Japanese. Go to my website and figure out that language.
That means Russia is a round country for sure doing weather reports because people don't speak English. They speak Russian. Russia's a whole different world. It's a whole different culture.
Go to my website. It's in Russian.
Is that Russian? Yeah.
Is it really Russian? I didn't know if it was German or Russian or what.
I don't know. I think it's
He's
Russian.
like searching it up right now.
Yeah, DeborahDriggs.com. It's in Russian.
Frankie, you're awesome, man. Come back and see us, would you?
Would you, Frankie?
Yeah, bring some followers.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm Frankie MacDonald. You are listening to the Roger the Wildcard Show.
Can you go on your YouTube channel and tell everybody to watch this podcast?
Yeah.
163,000.
Can we borrow some followers from you, please?
And then also have them listen to Chicago's varietystation.com because my 2 listeners are just... And I've been doing it for 5 years.
I'll tell you what. If you get us like 1,000 followers, I will send you an autographed copy of my Playboy magazine. I will ship it to you, signed.
Wow,
Thank
you want to do that, Frankie?
Wow,
not because of the magazine, because that's going to be worth money. So you want
the Donald Trump issue, right?
It's a collector's item. So I'll say thank you for the followers.
I mean, the pictures aren't bad either, but.
Hey, I'll do whatever it takes, man. I'll flash. We need some followers.
Do I have 1,000 followers?
I'll take one for the team. I will take one for the team. We need some followers, people.
Thank you, Deborah. Frankie.
We lost Hollywood star, so.
Yeah, right?
All right, Frankie, awesome. We're going to have you back again in a future episode. Thanks again.
Take care,
Maybe you'll be the official weatherman for our show.
Yeah, take care, Frankie.
That means I'm sending you
we
the
need
P.O.
you
box.
and all your followers are welcome back anytime.
Yes.
Anytime. Thank you for...
I'm sending you guys the P.O. box before I go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Thanks,
dying.
Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie.
Take care, buddy.
I seriously got a ding on my phone, and it's this guy, and he's like wants to follow me. He's following me, and I look at his profile, and he's got like 5 million followers.
You could see the look of despair on Deborah's face when she saw his, she's like, all right, the guy we're talking to is following me. And then all of a sudden you just saw her eyes just go, what the fuck? He's got so many followers.
Can we have him back and he can bring all his followers?
Yeah.
Like, why don't we have him
Deborah, he put his mailing address in the private chat. He wants that magazine.
If we get you gotta text me that address, and if we get 1,000 followers, I'm gonna send him the magazine.
Yes, you should. I'm all for that.
There you go.
Awesome.
YouTube followers, right? YouTube subscribers.
I'm
my
gonna
God.
subscribe to his channel. I'm going to watch his weather reports every day.
There you go.
I'm in. I'm a Frankie fan.
I cannot
saw that
believe you
Tosh,
guys.
too.
We should be paying him to promote our show. I'm not kidding.
Uh,
It's the guy is like crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm in the wrong, but I'm gonna go eat 50 hot dogs to get some followers.
right. 1.7 million people watching that video of him pretending
That's
to
amazing.
eat 50 hot dogs.
Good for
I'm
him.
confused.
You know what? Good for
Exactly.
Frankie.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Good for him.
that's amazing. I mean,
I
good for him.
listen. Good. I'm like blown away.
Hey, everybody's got their own little niche, and that's Frankie's.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. He has a niche. And I love
What's
it.
amazing is when you spend time because you think you know what your niche is, and you're doing all this work, and then you realize you got like no follow. Like I did this video once. I thought it was the funniest thing, and nobody gave two shits. I was playing solitaire the way my son plays Fortnite. I thought it was so funny because like I'm dropping cards down and I'm like, no, the fucking queen doesn't go there. And I'm like, oh God, I'm getting shot. And no. Not one view.
Nothing.
Oh,
I
wow.
get it. I get it. I post stories all day long because, you know, I have this whole thing about Mark. You got to do live Instagrams. You got to do this. You got to do nothing. I get nothing.
Yeah.
I get one follower. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I only get followers if I post a picture of me in my bikini. So maybe that's my niche.
I guess it is.
Wait. Now, I
57,
followed you.
57 in a bikini.
I followed you before there was a picture of a bikini. So
There you go. Okay, there you go.
yeah, it's very disheartening when you put a lot of work into something and then nobody's viewing it. And Frankie found his niche. I mean, it's great.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's awesome.
He's
Exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Maybe we'll make him the official weatherman of the Roger the Wild Child.
Maybe he could start doing weather reports on Chicago's variety station.
There you go.
I have people listening in Russia. So
there you go. Perfect. We're all set. And speaking of Chicago Variety Station, you can check out Jim and I. He does weekday afternoons, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And I'm on the air 8 to midnight Central Time on Chicago's varietystation.com, playing more music, more variety.
Yeah, listen, because it's fun.
We have fun.
I play songs that like you don't hear forever. Like it's not this. It's not like the same 20 songs they play on FM radio. I mean, if you actually listen for an hour, you'd be like, oh my God. Unless you're like 18, then you wouldn't get any of these things. But I mean, there's just songs sometimes that you just hear and you're just like, holy shit, I remember this song. Nobody ever plays it. I do.
Okay, give me an example. Give me an example of a song. Give me like two songs right now that I wouldn't remember.
Songs.
Yeah, that I'd be like,
All right,
oh
well,
yeah, I remember that.
There's a song by Trickster. You remember the band Trickster? So there's a song called Give It To Me Good by Trickster. That was a low top 20 song that we play. But we play like a lot of old 90s.
Didn't you interview Trickster on Hot Rocks?
Probably.
I mean,
I probably did.
It might have been a deal
I
back
probably did.
No, I mean, we just go back. We play a lot of 90s dance, like, you know, Fun Factory and in La Bouche. You know,
I played that the other night on the air.
Yeah, I mean, we try to mix it up to make it sound like, you know, so it's not just all rock, not all rap, not all dance, not all music. I mean, look, it's amazing that, like, I listen to FM radio stations here and they play Michael Jackson, okay? But you hear The Way You Make Me Feel 3 times a day. You do realize Michael Jackson had a lot of songs other than The Way You Make Me Feel.
Yeah, they did.
I
Yeah,
can't
he
hear
did.
that damn song 3 times a day because you're the best variety of the... No. So...
No.
I mean, we do it all. I mean, we play Sweet Sensation from the 80s. We play things like Warrant. We play Winger. I mean, but then again, we'll also dive into the newer music. So, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I don't expect it to be everybody's cup of tea.
I like when I'm listening to the radio and I hear something that I haven't heard in forever. I'm like, oh, I love that song. And then I have to Shazam it. Then
And it's all recognizable music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And what's great about it is you'll hear a newer song, but we only play one new song an hour and we don't repeat them all day. So, you know, while the top 40 stations bang in Taylor Swift's song 90 times a week, we play it 7. I mean, go listen to them if you want to hear her song.
It's commercial free.
Right, commercial free. Yes. All the time.
60 minutes of commercial free an hour. Wait.
Yeah.
That's every hour.
Every hour. That's right. Every hour. No
so
commercials.
the commercials come in at the end of the hour. And how long
No,
are the commercials?
No, we play no commercials.
I make no money on this thing. No commercials.
That's
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I grew up loving music. I love everything about music. I love all types and genres and singers, and I just love music, and it's my passion to present something out to the world that they can listen to. And again, like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's fun. It's a hobby, you know. I'm
That's
not
so
in it
cool.
to make a lot of money. So
hey, those are the best jobs, though. The ones that you love doing and that are a hobby and that, like,
It's like me doing this show, you know. I do it for a hobby, and who knows? One day we might go viral and monetize off this show, but until then, we're having fun doing it on Sunday nights.
Exactly. And we get to meet. I would have never met that guy, and now he's following me on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so great because since I started this, because Deborah, you weren't with us for the first couple episodes. So when we first started doing this show, we were talking about entertainment news and just how are you doing? How was your weekend? And just gabfesting, right? And I was reading some of the, it just got old. It got old after a couple episodes. And we're like, all right, we got to switch this up. And then Hollywood had her acting mentor, Tim Colseri, on the show. And he was in Full Metal Jacket and Leprechaun 4. So we brought him on the show. And then finally, after the 5th episode, I'm just like, I took a break. I said, we're going on spring break. I'm revamping this whole show. So I am focusing more on guests. I'm focusing more on issues that people can relate to more. No one gives a crap about what Prince Harry is doing, even though that's what we were talking about in the beginning of the episodes. And I learned from these episodes.
Because you know what? Because it's so everyone's talking about it. So it's when something's too much in your face, it's too overload. It's like overload of something. Yeah. And that's why people are searching for something that's different and unique that they can disconnect from Prince Harry stuff.
Yeah. But talking about current events, you're going to step in it. And that's that's what I was always worried about in those first couple of shows, Roger, was us stepping in it. And like, okay, well, I said something that's going to get me in trouble. So I like these shows better. I think it's great. I hope everyone.
Yeah, it's more engaging. We have more fun with it.
Sadie was awesome. So, and so is Frankie. So
it might be a good idea just to have one guest.
I could be the guest every week if you want.
There you go.
Me too. I can fill a whole hour. We just got started with me.
You're just not allowed to go be a guest on anyone else's show, because if you do, they're going to take you, and then we're going to be like, "What happened to Deborah?"
Right.
You have to stay on this show.
Okay. Well, if our new buddy Frankie can get us some followers,
right here, exactly.
God, we need to make him our best friend.
I know.
Yes.
I really want to go back and watch this and watch Deborah's face when she's doing this, and all of a sudden she just goes.
I did, because I was like, I don't get it.
I was waiting for you to put your glasses on.
I know. Where are they? I know. I should have. I have to look again. Wait, what?
Do a double take there.
Holy shit.
I was like, do you know how hard I'm working? I get one follower every fucking 5 days. I get one. And then, by the way, then they disappear. I get one. Then I subtract 2. I get one. It's like, I'm like, I don't get this algorithm.
You're supposed to go 2 steps. You got 1 step back to go 2 steps forward. I mean, Paul Abdul told us that.
What's a girl got to do to get some followers, people? My God. And then they're like, then you got to pay for your followers. I'm like, okay, really? Because then you can tell people that because you can tell.
Yeah.
They're
do that.
But by the way, you can hire marketing companies that can help.
Yeah.
Get you real followers because they put out the marketing for you. But even that, it's like, what? Are you serious? Like they've
and then you're putting in how many dollars into it later?
Yeah, because now they're turning this whole thing into a business.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want followers? Because it's almost like I feel like it's a conspiracy. They're taking my followers.
You know what?
I get one and then one goes.
Yeah, she is.
Because I spent at Christmas, we were playing Christmas music on the station, and I spent probably like $50 doing ads, and I didn't get anything from it. I would get engagements on the ads, but I got no play from the ads at all, except for somebody.
Right, and that's what I did with a couple of our episodes. Is I did Facebook advertising to help get more viewers. We got a few, like you said, engagements, but not people just following our show. So we need to figure out and revamp the social media marketing on this show. But it's you know what? In the meantime, we're just having fun doing it.
It's a learning, believe me. And by the way, people are like, "Oh, it should be easy for you because people know, And I go, "No, it's like I'm starting all over. Like this is a whole new genre for me." Even Sadie, you heard what Sadie said, and she's 42. She's like, yeah, I don't know that the Instagram is like, it's like a pain because it's a full-time job.
It is. No, you're exactly right. Even with
the
software
gig.
packages that do it, it's still a full-time job. Because one, you got to think of your head. You got to be like, okay, well, what am I going to say here? And a lot of times, like when I'm doing posts for the station, I'm just like, we're playing music. Listen, like I'm out. I got no more ideas. Like I can't beg you. I can't be like, hey, buddies, friends, everybody, we're doing this cool thing. I got Roger the Wild Child on, and
who?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my station does okay.
Don't feel
you told me we got
about me too. Like,
you told me. Go ahead, Deborah.
I had to go out and promote. Like, okay, what's my niche? Okay, Playmate. Top salesperson, and it's like, here I am, like starting all over. It's like, and then thank God people go, oh, that's kind of interesting. I kind of want to hear that story, but I'm in the same boat. It's like, who?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all still word of mouth, if you ask me. Social media is great, but I just don't think for something like this.
So what we should do, maybe what we should do is we should pay some college kids to just bombard our show. We'll say, hey, you want to make some extra money? Bring all your friends and everybody and come watch our show.
I got Boise State University right here. I can go walk the campus. Wait a second. They just got out of school.
Yeah, and we pay them whatever.
Who can host a party? Roger? Can
Maybe
we have a party?
A
big party in Boise?
We got to figure... Or we lie. We tell them we're going to have nude girls on the show.
No, we just
naked. Come and watch the show, and then you're going to like.
All right, I do want to thank you guys. This was another exciting, fun episode. I'm telling you.
There you go. I'm bailing you out.
Yeah, we keep getting better and better and better, and it just keeps progressing. Having a lot of fun. Sorry that we missed Star and Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood Star.
Hollywood Star.
Thank you, Sadie. Thank you, Frank, for being on the show.
Our porn star guest didn't show up tonight. Hollywood Star.
I'm Roger the Wild Child for Deborah Driggs and Jimmy Knight. Have yourself a great week.
Bye-bye.
Roger the Wild Child Show.